Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Firsties. I'm your host, Mila. As always, I'd always like to say thank you to anyone who's listening, watching, viewing, subscribing, doing all the things. I really, really do appreciate it. If you have not done that already, you can follow Firsties Pod. That's Firsties Pod everywhere, all social media platforms. All right, so we have Hermella back.
Hello, guys.
My girl Hermella. She's already starting it out. And we have Marin behind the camera as well.
Hi, guys.
There you go. She's like,
Right.
Put the mic down on the floor. There you go. Yeah, it might be easier for you. There you go. So this is going to be an all-girls episode. As you can see, my girl Hermella is here. So we're just going to have fun and kiki on this couch. So recently you went on a trip, and I'm going to put your vlog in the description.
Oh, period, guys. Watch it. Link in the bio.
But first of all, you're my girl, but also the trip looks so much fun. But knowing you as a content creator, your editing skills are insane.
Thanks.
But you're one of the few people who I know in real life, and then also on social media, you're the exact same. Like, we were just talking off camera. No, but but really, just being your real self.
I'm getting emotional. No. Please. I know, because I'm blushing. That's a really nice compliment.
No, but I really mean that. I really mean that, yeah. And so I wanted to come on, and I was like, oh, this is a great topic of, like, it sounds corny, but just, like, being yourself, trying to find yourself, just being your genuine self. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of people relate to your content because you're your genuine self on camera and off. Like I told you off camera, like you're the most not real person I've ever met, and I freaking love it.
That is giving AI. Love that for you.
No, and also you're stunning. So it's just like it's crazy. It's crazy. So talking about like finding yourself, I know my journey, but in that like firsties conversation and first gen conversation, I feel like that wasn't always the case for me, and I know a lot of people can relate to that.
Same.
Have you just always been this way, or you figure it out at a certain point?
Personality-wise, I feel like I was always this way,
okay.
But I was just like picky on who I showed it with. Do you know what I mean? Like when I got comfortable with like my friends, then they see like the real me. But like a person that I'm just like meeting like out of nowhere, like they probably wouldn't.
You're hush hush.
Yeah, I was very like a quiet girl, like I don't talk, And then also it's like maybe like admitting it too. Do you know what I mean? Like not admitting it actually. That's not a good way to say it. But like social media wise, it was hard to like translate it on social media because he's like, oh, like you're getting recorded, blah blah blah. So like the fear of like perception or whatever kind of like held me back a little bit. But then I was like, girl, like I want to like rewatch my videos like years later. And I want to see like the same Hermella, feel me?
Yeah, so like I recently watched like an episode that you guys had in college, which again, backstory. Hermella was Miriam's college roommate. That's where, that's.
And I was her favorite roommate.
All right, we're not gonna argue.
Yeah, we're not gonna argue.
You're about to set her off. We're not gonna
silence is her approval.
We could go down the list of me waking up. Sorry, I'm interjecting. Yeah. At 4 a.m. and hearing Nicki Minaj, Itty Bitty Piggy, playing at 5 a.m.
Oh, she's a barb.
Exactly. And
she's a barb.
Not too loud, actually.
Not too loud, but.
So that's the origin of their like connection and their relationship. But when you're saying perception, like I think that was it for me. Like something that I cannot control. What I'm learning with like the content we're putting out is you cannot control how you're perceived.
Right.
You could just be your intentions and do what you want. But some people, whatever I say, some people might, and that can be tough. And I just have to like. It's also all ego, really. Like I just have to let that go.
But plus, it's like the way they see you. It's probably like it has a lot more to do with like how they're like what like journey they're on. Do you know what I mean? Like or like what part or like what phase of their life they are.
Yeah.
So it's like it really like it doesn't matter like honestly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think everyone until you get to a certain point, all you care about is what people think. It's an unpopular opinion. Nobody wants to like admit it. I can only admit it now because now I don't really care what people think. Like I'm past that now. But when I was younger, like. Almost everything that I did, not everything, and it wasn't strangers. It was like my parents, my siblings, my friends, people that mattered, but still, it doesn't do you. Literally, you know what I mean? And knowing you personally and then seeing you on YouTube, I'm like, also you're just hilarious. Like that snake, that was just, and again, I'm gonna link it. You guys will know what I'm talking about when you go watch her episode. Just like hilarious little bits, like your boyfriend who it was just hilarious. It was just
this
hilarious.
is the Puerto Rico vlog, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna link it. I'm gonna link it. Yeah, but what I wanted to say is that I look back at your old content too, and it was like you, Ruth, and Miriam in the car, like basically having a podcast in the car. Essentially, you guys are doing like talking about assumptions or like men, which we'll get into this episode as well.
Huh?
Yeah,
I said I missed that.
Yeah, I know.
And I looked at it like, oh my god, I saw my little cousin in the back. Like, it wasn't so long ago, but she was younger. And I'm like, you guys are gonna be able to look back on that.
I'm glad you recorded because I don't document anything, so it's like even having as memories.
Yeah,
I told her, I texted her like the end of graduation. I was like, I hate you because the end of summer.
Yeah,
watching back your graduation vlog, I literally was so emotional.
I watched that so many times because like I feel like there's like certain vlogs where like I was like truly like unfiltered, or like our life was just like truly like portrayed. Like your birthday, like the junior year vlog that we had.
Oh,
like, for
yeah,
your birthday,
yeah.
Like, we had like a house party and everything. That vlog just like reminds me like everything.
It
like
takes you back to that time, which I'm like, thank you for that, because my phone was down somewhere. I wish I vlogged more.
I wish I vlogged more actually.
No, I know but you tried your best for what you could.
That's so true. That's so true.
Yeah, it just looks like so much fun. And remember, I told you guys every time I would come visit, I'm like, y'all need to do I mean, you listen. These hosts didn't, of like content. Now I know that's not their journey. That's your journey. Because you had your like 18 girls who all like love doing makeup and dressing up and stuff. Like, why not do content and be the next like generation of, you know? And it looked like you had a lot of fun with it too.
Right. I'm glad like we're all like shifting into like actually like no one like thinks like taking out your cameras like pretentious or like you're like into yourself.
Yeah.
It's literally like you're just like trying to be like, you know. Yeah, you're just like even being a content creator, like now it's not like a, you know, no one's gonna
like
look
a flex.
at you. Right. So it's like, it's perfect now.
Yeah, just like a flex. Yeah, Marion just pointed to the basic like Canon G7X like camera. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because now that's the new.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you. I was like, where's your mic?
Oh, sorry. I will say you guys were the first ones to have it. Out of everyone I knew, you had it, and you had the Canon G7X.
I'm so glad I bought it. When did you buy it?
I'm so glad you said that, because that's correct. My mom got it for me for Christmas like years ago, like college time, which is I think that's why I was so not hard on you guys, but like put content, because that's the mistake that I made, was that I was like, oh, like I'm at ODU and I didn't have other content creators.
You went to ODU?
Yeah.
Yeah, where'd you think she went?
Somewhere out of state.
No.
I did not
my
expect.
master's, I was out of
boy
state.
College.
What?
That's such a boy college.
What does that mean?
Like when I imagine ODU, like that's for the boys. And VC is for the girls.
Oh, no. But when she went, like when you went, it was so, because remember like ODU, like before we went to school was lit.
Really?
Like your time was so much fun.
See, when I went and saw it, everyone was like, don't go on that street. Everyone gets shot there.
Oh, for kill him.
Definitely, yeah.
Kill him.
Yes. I was like, that's, especially the name is Kill 'em.
Yeah,
like,
Kill 'em Street. I remember.
Crazy.
I thought when I first went there, I thought they were joking. And then the actual name is that, and that happens there. And I was like, oh, it's a wrap. Like,
I'm sorry, that's crazy.
Like when I was, the one thing I loved is that like one of my best friends went to George Mason. It's not really a party school. Another one of my friends went to UVA. Another one of my friends went to VCU. But they decided that ODU would be the middle, and they would just come visit me. So I never was home.
Oh, that's perfect.
I was never. Yeah, every weekend they would just come. I was like, bet I don't have to go home. They just came, and I let them crash on my couch. It was a lot of fun. I think all of us are always still on that journey of like finding ourselves again. Like, I know it sounds corny, but as I got older, like the cliches ring true. You know what I mean? Like, be yourself. That's a bar.
Like literally, like every time
kids, like be yourself, like however weird you are or whatever, and then be around the people who bring that out of you. You know what I mean?
Literally, like even when I'm like telling my sister, like especially like my little sister, I have like 7-year-old and 4-year-old sisters.
Yeah,
and I'm like, there's no one like you. You're special. And I'm like, I know it sounds like a middle school teacher, like whatever like everyone says, but it really is really true. Like,
isn't it?
There's no one like, it's just you. Feel me?
Yeah, and who was I trying to be?
Exactly.
I feel like I don't know, when you went to college, do you feel like you were able to be yourself fully? Or was that after you left college? Same for you?
For me, I was like a version of myself, but like if I could go do it over again, I would just give no F's. Like, again, the cliches ring true. Like, whether the activities that I did, nothing too crazy, but like just like entertaining certain people or whatever, like just wasting my time. Like, even thinking like, if I sat back, I was like, wait, do I even actually like this guy? Or am I just it was just, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like looking like, how does this person make me feel or whatever? But I was just like, yeah, it was like, if I could just hug that girl. How about for you?
For me, definitely college. I feel like I grew so much in college, and mainly like sophomore year. Like before, I was like I said, even like pre-med track, and all tries to like, you know, me being me, because like I was always trying to like look outwards and like approval, you know, for like my parents and everything.
Real.
And then at some point, I literally sat down and I was just like, I just had like I always have these like 3 a.m. like epiphanies or whatever. Like, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
God
yeah.
is really
be
telling
sitting there
me,
like
exactly
moving the
light bulb
bedroom,
comes up.
right,
moving the bedroom
literally,
furniture.
literally, and like literally 3 a.m. like one time, we did some activity before that one. I don't
Right.
Yeah. At 3 a.m. like I'm like tweaked out. I'm just like in my bed, and I was like, oh my God, like if I were to die right now and like my life flashed like before my eyes, it wouldn't feel like that's my life. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not doing anything like I would want to do. And I was like, that's literally my motto. Like
sad.
if I die, I want to like rewatch the life that I want to live. Feel me?
Yeah.
And
like,
you're kind of doing that.
And you could
vlogs
show your
now.
kids too. You know how crazy that is?
Oh my
That you've
God,
documented for your kids to literally see your life.
They're gonna be like, oh, that's Auntie Miriam trying to break into Hermella's, your mommy's room.
No, that's what I'm saying. And I'm gonna show my kids that too, because like we're in the vlogs.
Yeah.
Like, look at your mom go. Like,
So like the face was beat over there, guys. Remember?
Right. Like looking at
old,
I always told my parents this. I wish they took. There wasn't access to the resources, but I wish they took more video, because a photo, you can't see my personality as a kid. Like when I was like in a ballerina dress and I looked like I was crying, I wish I had a video of why I was throwing a temperature to see like my personality then. So you guys will be able to see like really your vacation vlog. I was like, first of all, the editing, like chef's kiss.
It took me
You are
so
talented.
long. Oh my God,
How long
really
did it take you?
I was just like, I
Because
haven't.
it looked like a project.
The last time I posted my vlog was like in Vlogmas. So I was like, it's been months. So if
Oh,
I
wow.
post, it's got to be like actually good.
Yeah.
Right.
But it was like, I was like an hour and then I take a break and then another
Yeah.
day, an hour. So I really don't know exactly how much, but it's definitely like more than like 2 hours.
Did you teach yourself everything basically?
Yeah.
Wow.
I used to do
because
it
she does
before.
it all. I don't know if you guys know that. Like,
She's what?
everything you need, she's there. It's literally like, and I use her as 1-800 Hermella.
No, she called me and she was like, when our friend's car broke down, she was like, Tiana's car broke down. Am I a mechanic? Am I like, I don't know.
Oh, the last time.
Yes. And she called me first before like the towing truck.
We'd be at the cafe to like,
Calling
Hermella,
Hermella for
is that coffee good or whatever? And she's like, I don't know, I just got here.
Remember? She's like, should I get the pumpkin latte that they use?
and then that happened. She came over and she's like, "Can you get your cousin? I don't. Why?"
She's like, I'm not a barista. Like, she's like,
I just got here, I don't know. And I'm like, come on, you sure? Can you go back there and ask if they're doing good? Like,
and the guy, he was right there, like taking her order. She's turning around. Is that thingy good to me? What? The guy, the cashier,
I know.
The
right in
person
front
who
of me.
knows the answer.
yeah, but I'm like, it's just you're confident with your answers too, so it's like,
But
ask
can
you.
we just say, because the audience doesn't know, so before you go over to her YouTube, like just like the makeup creation, the hairstyles, the fits, like it's just going crazy, girl.
you.
Like really.
Thanks.
It's all there. That's the thing. We all want a piece of that information.
Huh?
So tell them how you got this self-sufficient. That's actually a good question.
Yeah. Like
How do I get?
How did you get this self-sufficient
the
to like
makeup,
know
the
how to do all
hair?
that?
Yeah.
I think it's because I don't trust anyone like on me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think that's what it is. I was
She's like,
even telling
I
my
have
friend,
trust issues.
Yeah.
I think that's really what
True,
it is.
which
Like,
is good. It's a good like
yeah.
quality to have.
Even for my like wedding, honestly, I cannot imagine like me getting a makeup artist.
people
Absolutely.
do their makeup.
But they do trials first. You know that.
I
love.
know, but I just cannot. I'm sorry, because like I know my face shape, my structure better than the person. Do you know what I mean?
You know, I will accept that because your makeup eats.
Thank
I would be
you.
honest if like I'd be like, girl, there's someone who can do it better.
Girl, it took time.
But no,
if you saw
you-
me sophomore year, girl, nothing was blended. It was like you can tell where the concealer, bronzer, and the blushes were. The blush.
80s makeup.
Who was 80?
80 from Love Is Blind.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Bro, first of all, they gave her like a darker shade. That
wasn't her
That's
shade
not-
at all.
that wasn't
She
her
talked.
shade, her
She talked
face.
about it on a like a interview.
No, they played her, honestly.
Yeah, they're like, come on, like let's like what
Yeah.
are we doing? Yeah. But girl, your makeup eats. Like
you.
everything about you. Like
Years
seriously.
later, trial and error,
Seriously.
trial
Yeah.
and error,
Like
so-
you're made to be a content creator. Yeah. Just remember us when you blow up. You can forget Mariam, but just
Yeah.
remember me, please. For the podcast
No,
only.
you know me.
No,
I will
That's
literally
the first scene.
swing.
No, I will be in your guys' luggage, popped out wherever
We
you go.
don't remember the last producer, the last girl in the kind.
Unzip out of your luggage.
With the mic also.
Yeah. I'll always be the voice of reason.
Oh, no,
always.
you're always coming with me. You're always coming with me. Did you ever feel like I also feel like because of our culture as well, like, you know, like it took a moment for my parents to understand what I was doing with like the podcast and my family and stuff. We were just at Mariam's parents, like through a party. We were just at a family function, and like some people were asking me, and like I do get a little bit nervous now that this podcast has launched, because I have to remember that like it's just documented. So when they see me, sometimes they're very proud, or they'll be like,
Yeah.
so what's up? You know what I mean? And then I sometimes I fail at myself, and I'm just like, I try to conform to say whatever makes them feel comfortable, because I just don't want to like deal. So I just feel like confident in the set, like, I have firsties, like we talk about like what's up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it takes me a moment.
That's true. The issue that I had like in the beginning of like vlogging and content creation and stuff, my like parents or like that community basically like thought like I was making content for them. Like they don't know anything about niche. Do you know what I mean? Like my content was mainly for like girls my age, the girls my age, literally like specifically too. And I remember like my mom had sent me what's it called? Someone like a random person has sent her a screenshot of like on Facebook. And it was basically a clip of like me with my bathing suit in Maui by the beach, by the way. I was literally getting ready for the beach.
My new nightmare.
And then they posted it on Facebook. A person she does not even know. And they're like girls are dressed
on their wall?
No, on Facebook.
Like, on Facebook.
Oh, like posted.
Yeah, posted. Like took a screenshot and posted it on Facebook. And they were like, what's it called? Girls are like, this is what they're wearing these days, blah, 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 blah. And she's just like ranting. Yeah, and that was like a part of me. Like, there's a clip of me like in the Airbnb with my brown bathing suit. I guess like brown skin, brown. That's even worse. Right. I'm basically naked, and it's like me doing my hair before I go to the beach. And I was just like, someone who followed like the person that posted it took a screenshot of it and texted.
What was the context behind it? Like they said, like they posted and said
like people are just like wearing like they're so like. I don't know. They're
like
not
wearing clothes,
anymore.
whatever. Yeah,
exactly. And he was just like,
what?
He's like, Ethiopia, I'm your girl. Blah, blah, blah. He's just like ranting, but apparently it was my picture.
Yeah.
And a random number. Like they got her number from someone else, and then they sent it to her, and then she forwarded it to me. And I was just like, first of all, I don't know what. Like I think it's like an old man in his fucking late 40s or whatever. But I was like, one, what are you doing on my YouTube channel? Because I was literally saying, get ready to be to the
How are you even getting to that content when it's not made for you?
And second, did you want me to wear a hazmat suit like to the fucking beach? Like, what do you want me to wear? It's the beach.
Because you're literally in Maui on an island. It's 90 degrees burning. What are you supposed to be doing?
Like, I was like, oh, they're so insane. So like trying to like convince my parents and like, you know, their friends are probably going to have opinions.
But it's creepy because it's old men doing this.
Bro, everyone was so opinionated about like my Instagram, my everything.
We talk about the perception. Exactly. That's not her. She's on the beach, like F
right.
But I had that. I literally sat my parents down and I said, here's the thing. You might not be annoyed with what I'm saying, but some of our family members are not going to step to me and say anything. They're going to step to you and say, what is your daughter saying? Why is she saying this? Why is she acting like this? Exactly. So I want to apologize in advance. You know, like apologize for y'all, but like I'm still going to do me because that's real. Like that's what happens. Like they didn't step to you.
Exactly.
So
she's always to my mom too. And just like, I guess like.
What did she say or had she
just sent me the screenshot. She didn't even like say anything about it. But because if she says something about it, I would be mad because like. I'm sorry, like it's just a random person. Like you know who you raised, you know me more than like the random 40-year-old. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, they were so opinionated. I had so many like abishas and like older abishas especially. Yeah. On my feed, and they were so opinionated with what I wear and what I'm. Especially if you're a girl with big boobs. I'm sorry, like I can't hide it.
Yeah. We were all turtleneck. Why are we doing it? Cover up, Mila.
Exactly.
I'm wearing a turtleneck. What do you want me to do?
Exactly. Yeah, so they were so opinionated, and I had to like tell my parents like. This content is not for you guys. I mean, now they're like so.
But you're like, baby,
can you hold my hand while I tell you? Like, literally, it's not. No.
But that's the point where I'm like, it's not women ever coming to you be like, oh my gosh, it's old men that are on your page lurking and then have a mean comment to reply back after.
Craziness.
Like, what? And maybe they save my shit or like they, you know, like when you can see like someone sent it.
Yeah.
They do that and then they still talk shit. I'm just like, babe.
Can we talk about something real quick? Let's just really talk about the tea real quick because this is kind of in the realm of what we're talking about. Sometimes I feel as though the harshest comments come from people who look like us. You know what I mean? Like sometimes if they don't, a clip, right? Like I post the reels or whatever on Instagram or whatever. Yeah. And I've gotten DMs of just like some either unkind or whatever. And I'm like, and I click it and it's Ethiopian flag in their thing with a Bible verse. I'm like, dang.
Literally,
like
literally.
Because I just don't understand the judgment behind it because it's like your lives are just all of our lives we put on the internet for other people to judge, obviously, right? But like that doesn't imply that you have to go make a comment that's not going to be nice.
And it's projection always.
It always is.
And for me, it's like, especially like someone that doesn't look Ethiopian, like, you know, like I feel like I'm not that far off, bitch. I'm just dark skinned. Like I don't know why they're talking about it like that.
People just aren't educated because if you look at the spectrum of Ethiopians, there's not one certain stereotype.
But you're more of like not far, but like you've been there. You've seen
exactly. That's my point.
How diverse the country is. If this is coming from like. When people who aren't Ethiopian like tell me like, oh, like I thought you were Ghanaian, I thought you were I don't mind it because that's what it's been advertised.
Girl, they don't know what anybody looks like.
Light skin curly hair is like what's been advertised the whole.
But coming from another Ethiopian,
Ethiopian, I saw this one girl like in my comment actually recently. If
call her
she
out.
saw this shit, I forgot her name, but she literally commented on my thingy. She's like, are you sure you're Abisha? Laughing. I literally was about to respond like, have you never seen a dark-skinned girl?
That's my
dark-skinned
point.
Ethiopian, but I never like.
Because you have these like, you have these like dumb thoughts, right? And then you go ahead and sit down, and then you type it out,
and
then
she wasn't light-skinned. That's the funny part. She was like a shade lighter than me.
That's
I was
like,
babe, let's be so for real.
We just have to be educated, and
exactly. And that's and again, circling back, and then that's why people don't want to be themselves, because they see people like us out there, and then we get eaten alive. So they're like, oh, I'm gonna. How
do you guys like handle hate? Like both of you guys, like, because I know Ruth a lot of our concept friends handle it different ways. Ruth is a delete type of girl on the moment.
No, I've had to talk to her on election times.
She's done expeditious. It doesn't even matter if it's like a good one.
Which
like,
why
I like the tone.
Her consistency and her doing her ish right now on TikTok, which I'm gonna add her TikTok below. Yeah. Go watch my cousin Ruth. She's eating. Yeah. She is eating.
But the thing is, Ruth's content, it's like she's telling you like the truth. It's like, you know, like I feel like her. Like she's polarizing because like if you're not really truly healed, you might get triggered.
True. Yeah.
You really don't. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I think her slogan needs to be like "Come healed." So you can like actually hear this.
That's a good marketing technique.
Yeah, because she says it like it's like what's it called? The facts or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know why like they get like I don't know.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Because I think you're right when it is such a polarizing like belief, or like when you say it with such like.
With such force, her voice has like power. Like she's not just like just saying. She's like, very like
girl,
exactly.
Keep going.
So wait, to answer back to that, how would you guys handle it?
How would you handle
hate?
Yeah.
Or just criticism or feedback, as some people will say.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
She's like, let's tussle.
No, anyone that's not my friend in my comment section, that's AI. That's literally, you're a bot.
That's a good way to do it though.
I never take it seriously, especially like on my YouTube shorts. I made this one like look video when I was doing
what you're talking about because I saw
Slavic
how well it did.
Oh my god! At first, the first wave was like, even the Russians, the Russians,
I remember that.
They loved it. That's the crazy part. And then they were like, oh yeah, we love this look, like they were all like supporting it. And then the second wave of people came in, and they were all like, you're not saying the word right. Do you even know what it means? It's a sexual song.
And they're not Russians, right?
Do we not listen to my Coochie Brown? Blah, blah, blah. Do we not listen to Sexy Red? Like just because it's in like Russian or whatever. I don't know what language it is.
Yeah.
Just because it's in that, like you're like, they're trying to like antagonize me, or like they're like, oh, I don't like this, blah blah blah. But they're bots. Like I don't know who's commenting. I never check their profile.
So you filter as bots.
Yeah, anyone who's like
they're not real people.
Yeah, it's bots.
If you act that way, you're not a real person.
True.
Human being would not do that.
Yeah. So and it's like user 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like
literally, like I'm sorry.
Yeah, I will say for me, this might be a little bit like what Mila, but the content creator me, like comment, get that engagement out. First of all,
honestly,
so keep commenting. Honestly, really.
Yeah.
But then also, I've had to also train. I'm gonna shout out my cousin Nami. I've had a couple of interesting comments, and why do I see my cousin's name replying? And I text her with a quickly like, girl, don't bring energy to it, because she's like, I was like, I'm fine. She's like, they're not gonna come for my little cousin. I was like, it's fine. And then you go and it's an egg, and I'm like, what if it's like a 5-year-old? Like, we don't know. You know what I mean? But I don't take it. I cannot take it seriously. Now, I've also had some interesting feedback in the private DMs with so much kindness. Say, oh my God, I'll take that in consideration. Like, it was kind. Yeah. I'm supporting you. I'm a subscriber, that type of stuff. But the stuff where they're like, girl, you're toxic, or whatever the thing is. First of all, it doesn't, the thing that only penetrates when you think it's true, right?
Exactly.
I'm not going to say right now because I don't want people to use it against me, but I have my insecurity. So if they use it, then it'll probably ring true. But for the most part, they're like, you're a hell, you're a bitch, or whatever. I'm just like, okay.
Who are you? Yeah.
Like, okay. Yeah. And I don't want to bring more attention to it. I've been thinking of just replying like, thank you, or like, whatever the Christian way is. You know what I mean? But I'm like, no, don't bring any.
Don't, because they want attention at the end of the day.
That's what I'm saying.
So don't even engage
now
with it.
I've learned to like just not respond. When it comes to my friends, I'm responding. I love going back and forth.
That's my cousin.
With my friends, I'm in there. But when it's like with me, honestly, like I don't really like usually get that much like hate comment. Thank God till like now, until like the whole like the Russian video, or whatever. But I usually, it's like a, like even if they bring out the insecurity or whatever, I was like, okay, but I still like me despite it. You know what I mean? Like it's
that's
not
my point.
I guess it's like a self-love thing too. Like now
you have to be. It's really come healed. That's the title of this.
Really, Ruth. If you see this, actually use this as your thing. Like,
no, but for all of you guys though,
the title
it's
of this podcast: "Come Healed and Yourself."
Yeah, exactly.
Come healed,
come prepared. Like that ass.
Come healed.
Because generally, if you are happy with yourself, you shouldn't have those.
But I want to ask you guys this: don't you think part of it is like when someone see someone be so in their body and themselves. For some people, that makes them
they get triggered.
Yeah. They're like, why can't I be that happy? Why can't I be that confident?
Oh, for sure.
You like you're having fun. Why can't?
Because they see you radiating good vibes on camera, and they're like,
exactly.
like, we gotta shut this down. We gotta shut it down.
Right? But like, I understand because like everyone has those days where like someone's wins or whatever, like, you know, not triggers you, but like reminds you of something, especially if you're like insecure. Let's say like if you see a girl with like, I don't know, banging body, and if you're like insecure about your body, you would like, you know, that would kind of like makes you exactly see it in words. But I don't get the second step. Like, why would I go and hate on her? Do you know what I mean?
Why do you project your insecurities?
That's what I'm saying. I don't get it.
Because we're human, right? We have thoughts that we can't think it, do whatever. But to go and put a comment down,
that's what I'm saying. It was never that
crazy to me.
Or just being like snarky in person. Like, it's like, why are you being rude? Like you said, if you saw a girl with like a nice body, you're just like, being rude because like, girl, I don't want to gas her head too much. Like, why not just gas the girl's head?
That pisses me off, and that's such a like red flag to me. If you're withholding compliments, why are you withholding compliments?
Because they're like, her head's already gassed. I don't need it. But like, girl, just say it.
And you know, guys do that too. They're like, you already know you're pretty, so I'm not giving you. You will.
It's called
you'll never hear from me ever.
They're saying
there's an actual technical term. I forget what it is, but it's like you ignore the baddest girl in the room, and then she becomes so insecure, she comes to you. I forget what it's called.
That's so weird.
Put a bad bitch down every time.
But you know what's crazy? They're so Nicki Minaj.
They do.
So serious. Like, she's like,
oh my God.
It's like the Kai Cenat stream. She's like, I don't need a compliment because bad bitch don't need a compliment.
The whole like, you know, you're pretty.
I don't get that. I really don't.
And how do you respond? Okay.
Like, you never hear from me. That's how it's wrong.
Because I'm telling you, in their heads, they're like, she already is super confident. Like, I don't want to boost her head more and all that. But it's like,
but they're threatened. But like, we're not.
They are threatened.
We're not in the same league. Period. But like, I don't know why they do that.
For men and women, it's like you shouldn't have to feel threatened by putting someone up. You shouldn't feel down. It has no. There's no translation to that.
This reminds me of the quote that's like, men want like wild, like they want like the wild, untamable girl, so they can like put her in a cage or something. There's a quote. It's like, they get like the bad bitch, and then they just try to like
tame her, or like
not tame her, but like with these little things, like make her more insecure and like
put her down more.
Put her down more. You know what I mean? I know there's a quote. I know I'm not saying it like properly.
But you're saying like that should not be going. Like,
for sure,
you should not be going for that.
Yeah,
Ash was like, absolutely,
absolutely not.
Yeah, no, that's
not all men. Let me not generalize.
Yeah, you're right.
But with women too, I think we all just have to work on like
for sure. But yeah, that's what it is
healed.
too with the hate compliments too. It's like bringing you down.
But if everybody could just be themselves and love who they are, it's really a better place.
Or notice 100%. When it's like something triggering. So you're like, okay, let me just go ahead and work with that.
Here's the thought. Okay, if I thought your makeup was bad, which I do, why would I not come up to you, comment, and be like, hey, can you give me some tips? Like, hey, you're a master.
But it's a pride thing too.
It's an ego thing. It's a pride. It's a vulnerable thing. But imagine where we could be if we're all just vulnerable and be like, hey, I'm like the other day. I had another guest here, and when he walked in, I was telling her, he was a comedian, and he's always on stage. He's literally does it, like, he's a very outgoing person. When he came in, he saw the lights and the cameras. He was like, oh, I'm actually very nervous. And that allowed me to be vulnerable and said, okay, let's hang out. And I saw, like, him have a human experience rather than just him be a guy and come and be like, ha, 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 and be douchey.
Right.
It was really like, I love that.
You're being authentic.
Like, I love you. Yeah. And we hung out, and then we had the best episode ever. But he's like, can we just take a moment? I was like, when does black men ever do that? I was like,
I've seen the reels. Those are like, what's it called? The reels were good. Like, I've seen it.
It's amazing. But I'm like, wow, you're just being yourself and vulnerable, and then look where that.
But now everyone's happy, you know?
Exactly.
No one's like, just be yourself, like you said.
It sounds so corny. Like,
just be you.
Just be you and do you. Like how God created you. Really, really be your genuine selves. But that starts with you. Seriously, like it really, really does. It's I think we're saying it like it's just an easy thing, but it's a journey as well, because I had to like rewind my brain on certain things, like one like math teacher who said that I was not going to go anywhere, or that one, you know what I mean? I have to like rewire my brain to be like, oh no, I'm worthy, I'm kind, I'm like all the things. So when I see your content creation and stuff, I'm just like, yes, Hermella. It's like you're on the couch too. Like literally, it's like
it feels like you're there.
Yeah,
really.
Like I felt like I was there. I was literally, I was in a cubicle and I was mentally in Puerto Rico.
No, right? Remember, and me and you were like. Telling her like, when is it coming out? Like, what are you dropping?
It took so fucking long. I feel like
it was
beginning is like, hey guys, blah, because like you've seen so many like YouTubers or whatever, so you try to be like, okay, that's how a YouTuber should be. And my mind's like, you know, it's kind of like brainwashed at some point.
Gotcha.
And then I had to be like, wait, like like my old videos, I'm like, wait, that's not like how I like editing my videos.
Because you have to flip it to like your style.
Exactly. It took like so long to do that.
So think about this. You guys are heading to the car, okay? And it's you, your man, and your mom. Your man is driving. Who sits in the front seat and who sits in the back?
The mom sits in the front.
I think, I don't mind. I don't
Marin's
mind
answer is the mom sits in the
I don't mind
front.
sitting in the back. Like, that's not a thingy. But if he trips over, like, go to the back, like, that's my mom, blah, blah, blah. I don't know.
You're not going for that?
I'm not going for that. This is deliberate.
She's going to tussle.
Myself, like, I was, like, raised, like, you know, like, Abisha, like, you know, you, like, give the elderly whatever. I would sit in the back because of that.
Okay. How about you, Mer?
Mom sits in front. But okay, so for you, let's say, are you moving to the back if you were already there? Or was it more of like a...
if I'm already there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll sit in the back. Like, I don't mind sitting in the back. Do you know what I mean?
Nobody minds, but it's a matter of...
like... No, you know how this is why, like, this is not a controversial, but people would debate. Yeah. Like, they're like, I'm not moving to the back. Or like, oh my God, like, some people are... It's a thing.
No, it's not a debatable thing. Like, I'm not gonna like debate over it. Like, I'm not gonna be like.
See, I'm not surprised by your answers because we come from the same culture.
Yeah,
and it's like
the mom
getting back. And I would expect I would appreciate my husband's like, but I would be proud of him if he understood that. No, of course your mom's because if it was my mom, she's going in the front as well. Yeah. Okay, would you rather want a guy who drives insanely fast, like it's scary, or like ridiculously slow?
Slow. I'm trying to live.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, no.
Like, but slow guys. Like it's.
I'll just be the driver. Yeah, he's gonna be the passenger princess. Yeah.
So you guys are gonna drive every single time?
Why? I don't even drive my car. They drove my car.
You're gonna drive every even though it's his car. You're gonna drive.
I don't mind driving.
No, absolutely not.
I really don't mind driving.
But like fast, like.
He's safe, but it's fast. Like you
am I gonna survive every ride?
You are.
No.
You are.
Oh, guarantee. Like I'll be alive.
Yeah.
Oh, then I'm down.
Why do you want to be on a roller coaster each time you get in the car? Huh? Why do you want to be on a roller coaster?
But I'm fine. If you're like I have road rage.
But you're gonna be like think about your mom when you're driving.
Scary.
It's like you're gonna be like gripping like.
But no, it's guaranteed that I'm surviving every ride.
Why do you want to have that heart?
Are we hurting anyone else?
No. But it looks like he swear it's
but
scary.
he will never hit anyone. Yeah. Or him then. What? That's a guarantee.
I might do the fast one too.
Yeah, I'll do the fast one.
Yeah.
If if we're not hitting anyone or killing anyone else, and I'm not dying, then for sure.
Ooh, would you rather always be 2 hours early or 2 hours late?
Early. I get so much. Like, I get anxiety being late.
2 hours early is crazy though. No,
but you can do your thing like whatever you want to do. Like,
that's true. Or early is better. Earlier is better. I would do early
if it's
too,
to a restaurant.
That's what I'm saying. So anywhere, to a movie. You guys are just going to go see AMC.
I'll do early.
I'll do early as well. Yeah. But
I've been the late girl, and it's not a good look.
Yeah. Really quickly, I know we did this last episode, but I think this is a great way to wrap up. Really quickly, like rapid fire, we're going to do he's a 10, but and then we'll wrap up. He's a 10, but he chews with his mouth open.
Okay. A 7. And you can just close.
I hate that. That's like my biggest pet peeve.
I'll do 8.
I hate that shit.
Okay, he's a 6, but you guys really vibe on your music.
7.
He's an 8 for me.
That's a 7.
How about you?
He was a what? 10?
No, 6.
Oh.
But like you guys really vibe on
Probably
music.
Still 6.
Okay. He's a 10. He's a 10, but like a religious smoker.
Oh,
I took the left. You said religious and smoker.
Right. Stays a 10, but no 6.
Yeah, I would say like for me
like is he like always high?
Well, no, like cigarettes, like
4. If it's cigarettes, it's a 4.
2 for me.
Yeah,
how about you, Mary? Okay, he's a 10, but has anger issues.
0.
It's a 1. Yeah.
0. And I'm calling the cops.
Negatives. Yeah.
That's
negatives.
He's a 10, but he's always 2 hours early to every party. So that makes you like a graduation. They're still setting up, and he makes you guys there early. Like you know, our Habesha dads like are there early.
10?
But he's a 10. I would say an 8 for me.
Yeah,
like
8. Yeah.
It's but okay.
Yeah. 8.
It's an annoyance, but we'll be
okay.
fine.
And the last one, he's a 5, but he thinks the world of you. Like he just thinks he adores you, like the love that you've always wanted.
Wow. Why did it get so silent?
On that note, guys, this is the end of the episode. As always, please make sure you follow Firsties Pod. That's Firsties Pod. And then also follow Hermella everywhere. I'm going to add all of her socials below. And I'm actually going to link her YouTube video of the one vlog that we talked about a lot on this episode. I don't know when this episode is going to come out, but go watch it. So we'll see you in our next episode, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Bye, guys.